What's going on, guys? It's Khaosity here, and welcome back to the channel. Alright, it's been damn near 2 months since I last uploaded, but I was gathering my thoughts, bro. I was gathering my thoughts. Alright, CrossWorlds has been out for a couple weeks now at this point, and I've played the game thoroughly enough to pretty much gather all my thoughts on it. So that's basically what this video is. If you guys have been here for a decent amount of time, then you know that I don't really do game reviews. I just give my general thoughts on the game, you know, about its various aspects. So that's what this is. But before we get into it, if you like the video, drop a like, and if you're new, consider subbing to the channel. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into this. Alright, so the way I did this is I just yap while I give my thoughts, but I legit had to make like a list of things so I could, you know, keep this video somewhat structured. So I got driving, OST, gadgets, tracks, unlockable content, support, and anything else that I may add in between. First things first, we got driving. All right, the driving feels great. Can't really complain too much. I mean, it's a kart racer. The driving has to feel great for it to be fun. So driving feels great, drifting feels great. What else? 200cc supersonic speed is the most fun thing in this game to me. And please add supersonic speed to online. Give us some type of option, please. I want that. I need that. But yeah, overall the driving is pretty good. Doesn't feel bad. You know, of course, driving or handling can feel a bit different on different characters and different carts, because you know each character is a different type of character. You know, you got your power, your handling, acceleration, speed, boost, etc., etc. Same thing applies to the carts. They got different type of carts, speed, handling, etc., etc. Depending on your combination of character and cart customization, you know, you can improve how the driving feels for you. Overall, the driving is great. Next, we got OST. The OST is ass. The shit's mid. Now, don't get me wrong. I won't say it's ass. I take that back. I won't say it's ass. The OST is mid, and when I say mid, I mean it's middle ground. All right, it's not as banging as Sonic music usually is, you know, 90% of the time. But at the same time, it's not absolutely bottom of the barrel. Like, there are some tracks in the game that I do like. Okay, I like the Sweet Mountain remix. It's pretty good. You know, Wonder Museum is a fucking bop. I stand by the fact that Wonder Museum is the single best song in the game. Oh yeah, that's something I should have added to this list. The jukebox. All right, while the music is terrible for the most part, while the music is underwhelming for the most part, the jukebox, however, is a very cool and very nice and loved addition. All right, the fact that you can create your own playlist, put whatever songs you want in it, you know, specifically for, you know, each lap, by the way, which is very cool. Like, usually, you know, bare minimum okay, just put in a jukebox, pick a song, that'll be the song that plays for the whole race. No, you can make it to your style. You can put this song for the first lap, you can put another song for the second, and another for the third. Like, full customization, straight up options in the jukebox. Very, very nice. Love it. But in terms of just overall songs in general, the music is although I will admit, I was listening to the music, the intro tracks are fire for some reason. All right, most of the intro tracks are actually pretty good in my opinion. It's just the regular main track themes that are just underwhelming. But nevertheless, it's another hit or miss OST. You know, we kind of been going on that trend for a little bit now. Like Sonic Superstars was hit or miss OST. There's some bangers in there, but it's also very mid. Same with Shadow Gens, some bangers, but some not so bangers. And it's the same case with this game. So hopefully in the future, you know, we can fix the OST problem and go back to our former glory, that is just straight bangers every game, even if the game is trash. So all right, next up on the list, we have gadgets. Gadgets are a certified game changer for the gameplay. All right, gadgets give the game an extra layer of depth, making the amount of play styles immense, damn near limitless, dare I say. If you want a defense build, there are defense items or defense gadgets that you can apply to your play. If you want more attack items, there are attack gadgets that you can apply to your play. If you want more, you know, like boost items, that being the wisp and whatnot, there's a wisp up gadget. Like, any play style that you could come up with, there's most likely a gadget surrounding it. There's gadgets surrounding rings. There's gadgets surrounding all the items. There's gadgets surrounding stats. There's gadget kits surrounding specific playstyles. There's a boost kit. I'm pretty sure there's a speed kit, character kit. Like, the gadgets change the game a lot. They allow you to create your own build specific to your playstyle. Allows you to create builds specific to carts. or certain type of carts. If you want a speed build, get a speed cart with a speed character with these speed gadgets. Boom, your speed is through the fucking roof. Unique build specific to carts, extreme gears, characters, and character types. Just the amount of depth to the game is crazy, all right? And gadgets possibly is, or no, it is the biggest factor when it comes to depth, in my opinion. And when you have depth like this in a game, it offers damn near unlimited replayability. Another one of CrossWorlds' biggest factors, in my opinion. The replayability is insane, all right? It's insane. That, like, the fact with the gadgets, track variety, the track mechanic, cross-world mechanic, it allows for insane replayability and depth, which always is a good thing in a game, because that always brings the player back for more. All right, no one gaming session on CrossWorlds will ever be the same. It will never be the same. It will never get stale. There's no one straightforward play style that everyone's using and abusing to get first place. You can play how you want and dominate, or you can play how you want and be ass. It's up to you as the player. But anyway, moving on from that, next on the list we have is tracks. All right, track variety is tip top in this game. Tip top. All right, there are plenty of tracks. Okay, you got tracks from Colors, Unleashed, Super Mid, Heroes, Riders, Secret Rings, Shadow the Hedgehog. Dude, the track variety is great. Okay, now they're still doing they're still doing their little thing where they rehash environments, they reuse them and whatnot. However, there are original environments that go along with it. But the biggest thing with this rehashing thing that we always come back to is that it's not fucking Green Hill, it's not Chemical Plant, and it's not Sky Sanctuary. They're finally pulling environments and locales from all across the Sonic universe. All right, if you're gonna rehash shit, at least put some variety in there. Don't just rehash the same 3 environments that we have been seeing for the last fucking decade. All right, they're finally getting the picture. I mean, they got the picture with well, Shadow Gen's kind of different, but anyway, you get the point. You get the point. Track variety in this game is top notch. All right, track design is great. Not the best, not the most ambitious. It still follows the three lap format, fairly basic in track design. There's some cool ideas here and there. There's some cool shortcuts. There's plenty of shortcuts, actually. There's a lot of off-road shortcuts that change the game. And then you also have the shortcuts that utilize the cross-world mechanic using the rings, all right? Because, certain parts of the map, there will be off-road shortcuts that'll, gain you a little bit of time. But then there's also other shortcuts that use the ring where you go off-road instead of taking the regular path, and you go through a ring, you get teleported out on the other side, and suddenly you're up like 2, 3, maybe 4 places, all right? Those are good shortcuts. Those are great shortcuts. And once again, using the crossroad mechanic shakes it up just a bit. All right, it's not a usual shortcut, and I like that. And then the crossroad mechanic itself, once again, adding to the layers of depth that this game has. No one race will ever be the same, ever. No one race will ever be the same. Suddenly, you like, let's say first lap you're starting in Apatos, next lap you're in Starlight fucking Carnival. And then third lap, you're back in Apatos. It shakes the game up every single time. It makes every race feel different and fresh every single time. Doesn't get stale after a while. Like, keeps you on the game. It's always enticing. The crossworld mechanic for this game was simply just genius. I love it. I mean, what else can I say? It's a goated mechanic. But moving on from tracks, we have unlockable content. All right. Now, I'm not sure how I would go about this. And what I mean by that is that I haven't completely 100% of the game. I haven't completed absolutely everything, like the time trials, for example. Haven't completely completed those. Race Park, haven't completely completed those. I think I already got all the unlockable like carts and whatnot out of there, but Race Park still continues after that. I'm not sure if it's just tickets. I'm gonna have to check, but I don't think I've unlocked everything in the game. But you'll get the picture as I talk about it. There's a lot of unlockable content. Off rip, the game has plenty of content that you can unlock. Custom carts, skins for characters, titles, gadgets, the list goes on, okay? The game off rip has plenty of content that you can unlock, which, of course, if there's stuff to grind for, people will want to stay on the game. So that alone is good. There's a secret Grand Prix that you can unlock, so encourages you to play the single player to be able to get all the tracks. Also a plus, customization options, we just went through that. Plenty of those. Unlockable carts in Race Park. If you go on Race Park, play the team modes. beat those teams 3 times each. Just like, how many teams was there? Like, there was like 8 or 9, I think, something along those lines. But you beat every team 3 times, you unlock a unique cart from those teams, which can then be used in your single player or online play. Or you can use those card parts to make your own build, once again adding to the layers of depth that this game has. You got the festivals, and this will probably be the one thing that I hate about the game, alright? And I'm gonna explain. The festivals create a reason to come back and grind the game for limited time awards. I'm assuming. I'm not sure if later down the line, you know, people will still just get the festival rewards anyway. That is yet to be seen, because some games do that, Fortnite for example. But the festivals themselves shake things up plenty, because playing World Match all the time can get a bit stale. So having a festival event, you know, that's a limited time mode, unique rewards that you gotta grind for, it's a great idea. I love it. Keep the festivals, keep doing more festivals, okay? The one and only problem that I have with the festivals, possibly the one and only problem that I have with the game, is that festivals, while they are fun, alright, and they do offer, you know, something for you to grind for, a reason to get back on the game and keep playing, they do get rid of World Match during these festivals. So if you're like me and you just, you know, you're playing the festivals just to get the content, once you're done doing that and you don't really care about festival placement or festival rankings, you pretty much have no reason to be on the game during that period. Alright, I mean, just what was it, last weekend we had the Hatsune Miku festival. It was fun, it was cool, but once I got all my rewards, what am I playing it for? There's no reason. Alright, there's no reason to play it after that. I unlocked all the rewards, I got all the content that I'm gonna get out of it. I would like to get back to grinding my rank, but since they get rid of World Match during festivals, you cannot do that. So while it's cool and it is a great reason to grind the game and to get back on, it is also a detriment because it is causing players who either don't want to play the festivals or have already played the festivals, got all the rewards, and are done. We have nothing else to do until the festival is over. So please add World Match during these festival times, especially if you don't want the game to end up like whatchamacallit, Mario Kart World, Discord card. I'm not trying to have that happen, bruh. I'm not trying to have that happen. And while we're on the point of Discord card, it seems that, you know, CrossWorlds, it could potentially go down that path, because one problem that the online has is that there is frequent disconnects, host communication errors, timed out, yada yada yada. There are frequent disconnects. All right, so hopefully they can iron out those issues. I mean, that was basically the whole point of the open network test, and I'm assuming the closed network test, you know, is to figure out how to get the crossplay going, how to make the servers, you know, strong and stable so issues like this don't occur. However, I will admit they do have maintenance periods. I heard or saw that they have maintenance periods, so hopefully they are trying to iron out those issues. So that has yet to be seen. All right, I won't say that's a complete problem with the game. I won't say that's a complete detriment, because they may be trying to fix it. There are maintenance time windows where they are, you know, patching / updating the game, improving the game. So that has yet to be seen. And then the last point I got for the game is support. All right, they got a content roadmap for the game. Guaranteed the game is going to be active for a year. Plenty of content releasing down the line, whether you pay for the digital deluxe or not. I think you're getting free tracks. I could be wrong about that, but you're definitely getting free characters down the line. So there's plenty of content in the game. And even if you didn't pick up the digital deluxe now because you're not trying to pay $90, maybe you have no problem paying a couple of extra dollars. I don't know how much the packs cost, but maybe you have no problem paying a couple extra dollars for the packs later down the line if there's like a certain pack you want. If you don't care about the Hatsune Miku BS or the Pac-Man BS or the Avatar Ninja Turtles, but you like, let's say you want the Minecraft pack, you have the option to buy that separately, which I think is a very great addition. Instead of just having base game, and if you want all the stuff, pay the digital deluxe, you can buy the base game and pick and choose which content packs you want. And there's a chance that support goes on past the year that we have guaranteed. Who's to say later down the line, after this content roadmap has come and gone, that they won't release another one? They could be lining up more crossovers and more collaborations with other franchises as we speak. We have no idea. The potential for this game is limitless. All right, with everything that they're doing, the festivals, the tracks that they plan to release, you know, the free characters that they plan on release. They can keep adding characters. They can keep adding tracks from old places that we haven't seen rehashed yet or before. They can keep doing collaborations with other franchises. The content for this game is limitless, and I hope that they seize that and they keep this game going, because like I said before, this game is the best multiplayer Sonic experience ever, and it has the potential to last a long ass time. So I'm hoping they seize that opportunity and they maximize the amount of content and replayability that this game has. Don't let this game die out in under, I would say, like 3 years. Ideally at least 3 solid years of just good fun content, collaborations, all of that. But anyway, that's pretty much all my thoughts on the game, the driving, OST, gadgets, tracks, unlockable content, and support. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think, if this game is going to last longer than a year that we have guaranteed, or if it's going to die out after this first year is up. You know, let me know what you guys think about the game. But that's going to be it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like, and if you're new, consider subbing to the channel. But until next video, peace.